We are now joined by our winner of the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown, driver of the number 51 AMF All Metals Fabricators Toyota, Kyle Busch. Kyle, talk about your win tonight.
I don't know what she's trying to tell me. Sign language. Our win was really good. You know, I can't say enough about All Metal Fabricators. We appreciate their support and coming to help us here, and we'll see them again in a couple weeks at Dover. But, you know, it's good to have their colors on board with us and to put them in victory lane finally. You know, we were close to first year, and we ran out of gas on the last lap, and fuel cell was in backwards then. But, you know, here last year we're a little bit slower than we wanted to be, so we decided, you know what, first things first, we got to build our own car and stop working on these things so hard and, you know, make our guys in the shop's job a little bit easier. But they did a great job putting this thing together. Everybody at Busch Motorsports Chassis Shop, they built this thing from the ground up and brought it from the metal rack, and all at Busch Motorsports, everything was built there. So they did a great job. And Jeremy Upchurch for building a great motor tonight. That, you know, a lot of those guys were running crate motors, and we were still running a built motor, so we appreciate him squeezing every ounce of horsepower out that he could. There's not much to gain, but he did what he needed to do. And then just all the guys that came out tonight to help us and support us and worked on this thing. And, you know, it was certainly a lot of guys, but, you know, a lot of smart ones too.
Open up to questions for Kyle. Hank?
Hank Kurz with AP. Kyle, for all the different ways you guys raise money, everybody has a different thing they do. How much fun is it to be able to do it and race as well?
Yeah, you know, I failed to mention that part, which is the most important part probably, but, you know, the Denny Hamlin Foundation does a lot of great things for cystic fibrosis, and, you know, the Kyle Busch Foundation does a lot of stuff for kids that are a little less fortunate than others that, you know, we're able to raise money and give them their essential needs for everyday, you know, fun or life or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, it's certainly gratifying to us to be able to come out here and spend a night to race around in circles and put on a show for the fans, but it wouldn't be possible without them that come out here to support the race, but yet also support the Denny Hamlin Foundation and each and every year make this race possible.
And what does it cost to build a car just for this race?
Too much. Too much. It's actually, there's more money in man hours than there is in materials. But I had great help from people like Five Star Bodies and Stock Car Steel, who gave us the metal and everything else, All Metal Fabricators, who supported us with some stuff, of course. And then, you know, Choice Hotels, who gives us hotel rooms, Monster Energy, who keeps my guys awake all day for the long day here today.
And for those who missed it, this is Kyle's third win in Denny's event and the first at Richmond.
Yeah, I was going to ask a similar question about the cost of the car and stuff. So, like, you built this just for this race, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, when else will you use this car? I mean, can you use it in other late model races, or do you have to build other ones for that? Or
no. So this car is a late model stock car. And so there's different rules with, excuse me, there's different rules with this car versus what I typically run in my super late model races. So my super late models are sitting at the shop. I've got 4 of them, and then this one's the first late model stock car that we've ever built. It's just, there's different rules that you've got to fit in order to come out here and participate. So this car here, though, it's legal for anything. You know, it's legal for tonight. It's legal for, you know, the Martinsville race. It's legal for South Boston, Langley, anywhere that runs these late model stock type race cars.
So do you think you'll use it again, or will you sell it to somebody, or how does that work?
The Busch Motorsports Chassis Shop's phone line is open for orders tomorrow.
Stan?
Yeah, Stan Creekmore with RPM tonight.
Win on Thursday, sell on Friday.
Not Monday, huh?
No.
From a driver's standpoint, you know, tomorrow and Saturday are going to be extremely intense. Is this as equally intense from a driver's standpoint, at least for you, or is it really all fun all night long?
It's all fun, but, you know, it's certainly intense too. You know, I never come out and try to not give a full effort to doing something. So for me, you know, this is obviously something that I enjoy doing, and I enjoy going out there and winning races. And, you know, you always get the commentary that, you know, us Cup guys, we should win this race, or when we don't win this race, then we either aren't very good, or other guys beat us, or those are next up and coming, or whatever have you. So whichever way you look at it, you get beat up, so you might as well win and be on the high side of it, getting beat up. So to me, though, I enjoyed racing all the best of the local late model racers across the country. I do it in my super lates. There's a lot of really good kids that are coming up through the ranks that are racing. There's a lot of other older guys that have raced for years, like a Junior Hanley or a Scott Hance or Augie Grill, or guys like that race these things for a long time. Tonight, Frank Denny Jr. would be one that is very successful in these cars and does a good job at it.
Any other questions for Kyle? We got one more.
Dave Lawrence, Richmond Suburban News. With a lot of your own investment in the car tonight, given the kind of rocky start, how much do you worry about losing your investment in one of the numerous tie-ups they had? Yeah,
it's certainly just a part of what this sport is. It's feast or famine, and most of the time it's famine. I mean, there's a lot of guys out here that spend a lot of their hard-earned money to put it into their racing and to try to make it somewhere. And it can happen to anybody, but fortunately for us, we started up front. Didn't qualify as good as I wanted to. I was a little disappointed in that. That kind of goes back to how much fun is it. That I was actually mad after qualifying. I qualified fourth. But, thought we had a really good race car. There were some guys in practice when we were here testing that were quick in the short run and could run about 4 or 5 laps really, really fast. But our car just seemed like it wouldn't fall off. So kudos to my guys and everybody working on this thing to make it fast and make it drivable.
Kyle, we'll go one more in the back.
Hey, Nathan Waters with the Freelance Star in Fredericksburg. It doesn't seem to matter what you drive here, you win. I mean, what is it about this track that you like? I mean, you win pretty much every time you come here.
Well, that's my first time in a late model winning here, although I should have won the first time we came here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But, I enjoy Richmond. It's been a great racetrack for me over the years, whether it's been nationwide or the Cup Series. And I like, of course, anybody likes winning, but I like coming to Richmond, and it's fun when you can win. I remember being so frustrated here. I finished second 4 or 5 times before I actually got to take my first taste of victory lane here. So, but have since been able to knock out 4 spring races in a row, and hopefully we can do it again this weekend, make it 5, but also complete a sweep, and be the only one to see victory lane here in Richmond this time around. Wouldn't mind that.
On that note, thank you.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. Staying late.